With mounting bills on expenditure and partial shutdown entering its third week in the US, the government has deferred the meeting of senators to reach a consensus. Congressional Democrats are said to be using the looming debt ceiling deadline as a leverage to target previously enacted cuts of the US government budget. Hitting back, US President Barack Obama has even accused the Republicans of exposing the situation and labeled it as an extortion bid by its opponents.
Earlier this week, the Republican House of Representatives chose to shut down a government they don't like over a health care law that they don't like. Now, I've talked a lot about the real-world consequences of this shutdown in recent days. The services disrupted, the benefits delayed. The public servants kicked off the job without pay. There's only one way out of this reckless and damaging shutdown. Pass a budget that funds our government, with no partisan strings attached. The Senate's already done this. And there are enough Republicans and Democratic votes in the House of Representatives willing to do the same.
U.S. Treasury Department, though, has been using what are called extraordinary measures to pay the nation's bills since the nation reached its current debt limit in May. Even major cuts in military and defense in early January this year could not address the growing problem of exceeding debt ceiling limit for the U.S. government. IMF chief has voiced serious concerns over repercussions on world economy if the settlement is delayed.
If there is that degree of disruption, that lack of certainty, that lack of trust in the US signature, it would mean massive disruption the world over, and we would be at risk of tipping yet again into recession.
With dire consequences looming large and repeated reminders of the IMF and the World Bank for necessary cuts, the worsening situation also poses a great threat to the world, with expected cuts of US investments look imminent. Bureau Report, DD News.